Arkatech Beatz.
Yeah, we unmuted, man. We live.
We unmuted now. All right.
Yeah, man. Yo, we doing a quick live, man. I got the homie in the building.
What up?
Actor extraordinaire, Sean Anthony Baker. Shout out to my partner, Mike Tramadine. He is a little bit under the weather, but we're going to catch him a little later on today.
Mike Digi.
It is. Yo, but I wanted to do a quick live, man, because, you know, you just came off this nice Chicago Met episode last week. You know, we see you on TV. People ain't see what it was. So I got the homie in the studio. He came into the studio. He's in my studio there, you know, on the other side. So we over here, we talking.
Yeah.
But just tell people what it was like to work on another Big Wolf production. What that was like, you know. I want people to really get an understanding of what's going on in the background.
Ooh, that's gonna take more than this. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to spin the block. You know, first of all, good to see you, brother. Had to make sure that, you know, just kind of come through and just holler at you while I'm in town. It's been a great experience. You know, this journey, this life of an actor is one of a kind. You know, and you got to be built for it. But just coming off this recent project with Chicago Med, wonderful experience. One of the many shows that I've just on my dream board to do, and I've just been you know, plugging away, getting through all of the auditions, and you never know what's going to pop up. You never know what's going to come. You know, shout out to my team, you know, creative, artist management, and Captain Michelle's agency. You know, that they've been pushing, you know, and believing. And Chicago Med was on that list, you know, and got to it. Had a wonderful experience. Wonderful director, Anna DeCosa. My co-stars, Benita Crystal Null, RJ Lewis, Sophia Ali, Dominic Raines. Just to work with these people, it was just a great experience. The cast, crew, it's just a family, you know, similar to when I was on Swagger. And I can see the love, I can see the heart and passion they put into the work. And I love being able to tell a different story. You know, I was playing my father, Mark Foster, who brought in his child, you know, with his wife, brought in his child that was having some heart issues. And you know how it goes in those procedural shows. Something's happening. You don't know how it's going to turn out. You're coming for one thing. You know, it's like taking your car to get an oil change. You're going for one thing, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, you got to rotate the tire, and you got to, you know, it's always that. So it kept you on edge. But yeah, so you know, watch the show, you know, enjoy it. I don't want to spoil it, but if you haven't watched that episode yet, it's episode 5. But yeah, again, just great experience and wonderful cast and crew. And shout out to everybody on there. Can't wait to go back if they write it back in. Maybe he comes back, maybe something else happens. I don't know, but yeah, it's been a great experience.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, you're trying to make people really understand what's going on in these streets in terms of like just the acting. And I'll try to explain to folks, like, you know, your transition from music to acting, and, you know, not necessarily a transition because it's something that you always did, but it's something that you decided to focus on. And just letting folks understand, like, there is a process to everything, and how hard it can be, but if you got the right kind of determination, the right team, how things can kind of connect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But what I also wanted to ask you was, like, what would you say would be different from this production, say, like, versus, like, take the Swagger, you know, when you come in on as a guest star versus being a series regular and so forth and so on?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. It's different. Just for those that are either getting into the, you know, the groove of the acting world, and different tiers of it. So of course on Swagger I was series regular. Thank you know God for that. Shout out to Reggie Rodwood. You know, differently when you're a series regular show, you know, you're on there as a consistent character player, your role, and you are working that, you know, pretty much every episode. You know, it's day to day, week to week. So you are a constant fixture within that storytelling of that particular show. Coming in as a guest star, or even a guest star recurring, you know, for me at this point, top of show guest star in any of the program, we're coming in to help push a story along for the other main characters.
Yeah.
So like on Swag, you might have had a guest star come in and they'll help tell a story. Maybe they're a mom or a dad and they'll pop in, you know, to help tell that story. But So similarly, in like the Chicago Med or when I did FBI, things of that nature, and I did The Rookie. I'm coming in to help push the story along, and so I may be coming in for. And it just depends on how the writers write the story. It's possibly that as a guest star, I'm coming in for shooting for a day. Maybe it's a couple of days. Chicago Med was a couple of days because they had such a tight schedule, and that also, I think that's also contingent upon whether or not how the show shoots. Some shows move a little quicker than others. And they have a system set up. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. When you're coming in differently from guest star to series Ray. It's a difference between helping to move the story along for the other main characters and you being a fixture of part of that ongoing story, within the show.
Gotcha, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you another thing too, because I'm trying to, I watched the Chicago Med, and the doctor tried to kill you. Well, I don't want to say. I don't want to. I don't want to. For those who didn't watch it, I don't want to.
I'm not going to say yeah and that. Y'all got to watch to figure out what he's talking about.
Like I don't want to destroy the thunder on that.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I just find it. I look at that production of that, and then I look at stuff like Swag. And of course, they're two different types of shows.
Yeah,
two different type of networks. Two different things going on. And I just kind of look at the dynamics of those shows and how those shows can stay on forever, versus how, the shows that we're on in our community, those shows kind of have to go through a lot of hoops. You know what I mean? So, this is the politics of business. So I'm gonna stay clear of that for right now.
Okay.
If you haven't seen all these, I was gonna say a point, but you know what? I changed my mind on that.
You changed your mind?
The politics on it is too crazy. I don't want to really get into it. I'm like, you know what? Let me just jump off of that train. For those who don't know, like I said, Sean's background, you can see him on my wall. He's been in that music thing. We go way back. We do what we're doing. For those who don't, like, what's the connection? I thought this was the music business situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a transition from the music business into different lines of entertainment.
Yeah,
and this is what we try to tell everybody that's part of our listener and viewership, that you have to kind of create your career in different tiers.
Yeah,
where you can kind of transition from different types of entertainment, whether it be or business.
Yeah,
right? We're looking at a business that continues to evolve.
Absolutely, and it's very similar. The music business and the TV film back in the world, in terms of a lot of what you and Mike talk about, and outside of publishing, of course, but really you're talking about the business of making sure that you own who you are as a brand. Even as actors, we're a brand. And I remember when I in college, I purposely took marketing, not because that was like the generic things that a lot of people did, but it was marketing and business, because in my mind, when I was focused on music at the time, that's where we met. I wanted to understand the business of promoting or marketing a bag of Lay's, or a bag of Doritos or Pepsi or Coke. That was for me as an artist, even as I knew that I was going to be, singing and writing and whatever, performing, but I'm still a brand. So for me, it was like, well, how do I understand how best to market said brand? And so I think that absolutely, transferred over into the world of acting. I'm still a brand. It's my brand, Sean Anthony Baker. This is who I am, but I'm the person, I'm the brand, and whatever I do, it has an effect on all of the other things that I do in terms of business. So I think the world's very much similar. And so when you talk about knowing how to handle your business, this is the music biz, right? So there's a lot that goes into understanding how to navigate through the world of TV and film, just being an actor. And it's not just about being able to memorize lines, or not being afraid of being able to be in front of the camera or a stage. There's so much more that goes into it. It's so layered in terms of just understanding that you have to make sure that you understand that this is also a business, and everybody that's involved is in it to either make money or to be able to yes, tell stories and be creative and be artists, because we don't want to get that lost. But there's something that ties into that in terms of understanding, even though you're an actor, you're understanding what your value is, as an actor and as an artist. And so there's that balance that you got to try to find, and there's that fine line of, okay, I want to get into my art and I want to be a part of my artistry, and I just want to focus on, and that was me. I think I've had these conversations with you, like I just want to focus on the art, even as a, as a singer, and performer. But I could not get around or ignore the fact that now it's not just about you being an artist. You got to be business minded too. You have to know how to market and promote your art and who you are and your brand. That's all tied together.
That's the biggest thing that I think needs to be in takeaway.
Yeah,
is that there has to be a way for you to put the two together.
You have to get it. You have to marry it.
And that's the only way to really treat sustainability, longevity,
right?
Making sure that you have a career that lasts longer than most.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this is a quick live.
You just
I just want to jump on real quick.
Yeah, just pass through the block. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on the crates outside right quick.
The kids was like, yo, what's up? Like, what's going on, Uncle Sean? What's happening here? So I was like, yo, let's jump on the live real quick, show the people what's going on.
Yes, sir.
If you haven't seen the Chicago Med, please go check it out. Streaming on Peacock.
It's streaming on Peacock and NBC.
Mm-hmm. So y'all can check that out. If y'all still haven't seen Swagger, go see that. It's on Apple TV Plus.
Yes.
Still in the top 20 shows, I believe.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Regardless of what.
Swagger Nation.
Swagger Nation. We out there.
Right. So y'all check that out too.
Mm-hmm.
But until next time.
Until next time. And there will be next time because there's more. Got a whole lot more coming.
But
can't talk about it right now. But
right now we're just trying to give them a little But
yes, sir.
We'll holler at the folks later on.
No doubt. But I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all having me. Appreciate y'all for always supporting. Appreciate the love always. Again, shout out Mike D. Feel good, feel better, man. And Jug, you already know what it is, man. This is I don't even remember years anymore, but it's just been forever. But always solid rock, believer and by my side. So that's my team. You know what I'm saying? You see it from the direct. You see it. You've been rocking since then. The story that we got to tell is massive. So there'll be a book and more, right? That probably got to come out talking about what we've been through as artists and just going through it. So yeah, man, I'm always appreciative. You're always showing love, and anytime I'm in town and I'm gonna come through, or you just jump on the Zoom and we say what's up, and I keep you abreast of what's going on.
People, Sean Anthony Baker.
Yeah.
Peace.
Arkatech Beatz.